Our first speaker this evening is Ajay Dugar. Ajay believes that being a Toastmaster has instilled a sense of confident boldness, which enables him not just to express his thoughts and views clearly and succinctly, but also to help others to communicate effectively, because we generally unknowingly reflect the style of who we are communicating with. In this speech, we will learn the various aspects of being a Toastmaster of the day. In his 5 to 7 minute speech, Toastmaster of the Day, You're the MC, please welcome Ajay Dugar.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Fellow Toastmasters, we're going to be talking about how to be a Toastmaster. Now, not to be confused with what each one of us is. We're all Toastmasters here, but what I'm going to talk about is this specific role that I lovingly call Todd, which is Toastmaster of the Day, which is being effortlessly served by Eric today. So Eric, I'm going to be watching how you perform based on my guidelines. The Toastmaster of the Day is like the host, a director of this meeting. Essentially, their devoir is to serve in 4 positions. You're essentially serving in 4 roles. Let's quickly go over them. Number 1, event planner. So you are essentially doing some version of event planning by organizing and being in control. 2, a tour guide. You're making sure everyone's comfortable and engaged and know where they're going. 3, MC. You are doing a lot of speaking and engaging the audience, which is a key component of being a Toastmaster of the Day. And finally, administrator, keeping everyone on track and moving forward, keeping your eye on the clock. As you probably know by now, Toastmasters is not only about creating great speakers or public speakers or communicators, but it's really about leadership and enhancing your organizational skills as well. In fact, I'd go so far as to say that 50% of being a Toastmaster is about working on your leadership skills and organizational skills, as much as it is about speaking in front of an audience. And the Toastmaster's role is very much that of a leadership role, the Toastmaster of the Day. So it's very great. It's a great skill to have when you are able to chair a meeting, pass on to a different member of a meeting, to know when and what to prepare for a meeting. And it generally helps you not only in your professional life, but also personal life as well. The main duties of a Toastmaster, sorry, I'm just going to use the manual. It seems to be stuck. Okay. The main duties of a Toastmaster are to coordinate and conduct the entire meeting and introduce participants and act as a genial host. Genial, another word of the day, meaning friendly and cheerful. You don't have to use it, but something to keep in mind. The task is generally reserved for members who have some experience with Toastmasters, so it's generally a good idea not to sign up for it as a new member, but once you've observed a few in action, then it's a great way to jump right into it. It's a great way to practice one or all of those 7 attributes that you see down there: planning, preparation, organization, managing your time, facilitating a meeting, motivating an audience, and team building. All right, let's get into the meat of what being a Toastmaster is. Before the meeting, here are the few things you need to do and focus on. Preparation is key. So when we talk about preparation, the first thing you need to do is go into the agenda and look for open roles. Look how the agenda is shaping up. And you would typically do that early in the week leading up to the meeting. So Monday or Tuesday, or sorry, Tuesday ideally. And as you notice the open roles, send out a communication to the membership, letting them know that these roles are available. You would finalize the speaker intros, reach out to the speakers, make sure that they remember to enter their speech info and personal introduction onto the agenda. Connect with the table topics master and the general evaluator. Remind them gently to do what they're supposed to be doing for the meeting. And finally, you're preparing remarks to bridge the gaps in between. As you notice, as a Toastmaster, you're transitioning between different parts of the meeting. So it's key to sort of have in your back pocket what you're going to be saying. Remember that serving as a Toastmaster is one of the most valuable experiences in your club work. So keep that in mind. The assignment requires careful preparation, and preparation is important. I know many of us just show up, even though you're the Toastmaster, and it kind of goes okay, but the audience can generally tell those that are prepared and those that haven't. Moving on to on the day of the meeting. Here's what you do. Arrive early. That's the mantra. Arrive early. Bring agenda printouts if you have to, or print them in this room and lay them out on the table before the meeting starts. Arrive early to complete any last minute details. Check with the speakers to make sure that everyone's doing what they're supposed to. And if you're attending remotely, make sure you show up early as well and post the agenda online. During the meeting, which is the key part of it, now preside with sincerity, energy, enthusiasm, because at the end of the day, your devoir is also to take the audience on a pleasant journey and make them feel that all is going well. They're going to look at how you're behaving, how you're handling the pressure of leading the meeting, and that will impact on how they perceive the meeting. Set the tone. You're giving the introduction that sets the tone for the meeting. Focus on the theme. Make sure that everyone's sort of aligned into the theme. Timing is crucial. Keep an eye on the clock, work with the timer of the day, and make sure that you are mentioning. And as you introduce the next person, if you're running behind, make sure you let everybody know in the room, as well as the next person is about to speak, that, hey, we may be a few minutes behind, time to speed things up. Etiquette. The etiquette while you're standing up here is crucial. Lectern or podium etiquette. So make sure that you are doing what you need to do. Don't leave this area cold or unattended unless the speaker is up on screen and not in the room. When another presenter is finished, shake hands. Remember, shake hands when they come in, shake hands when you reclaim the podium. That closes the circle and lets the membership know that it's time to move on. And of course, introducing each speaker, make sure that they've entered their information. Finally, I'd like to say that while Toastmaster of the Day is a tough and overwhelming role, especially at the beginning, but don't let that bother or fluster you. Your success is all about how you react and take control of the meeting, and make sure that even if you slip, pick it back up and keep on moving, you'll do just great. Thank you. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.